Yeah, yeah. Father, can I get one mic? Lord, I gotta prophesy to him. Lord, all I need is one mic. Yeah, can I get one mic?
Told me to cry to the ears of your people, every one of them. Tell them they're the children of the chosen of Jerusalem. Tell them in the youth they used to walk with you in peace, but now they falling and they crawling at the head of all the streets. Guns aimed at each other, fingers over the trigger, as they looking at each other like they facing the mirror. And you could hear their souls both and they crying for help. Look in the eyes of your brother and you'll see yourself. Lord, tell them we were once kings in the spirit and died, stood alive and just buried inside. One day we will rise when my people revive. Been through the fire and the trials, but my people survive. All my brothers gotta stand up and take your crown. We've been buried at the bottom, time to get up now. And if we put our minds together, we could only make it better. Cause when two gather together, Christ is right up in the middle. I try to tell them that they're more than or a bad hit. It's a bad hit, we in the dead or in prison. All my brothers and my sisters keep on falling the victim into a system designed to keep our history hidden. Just try to envision a vision of living life in the kingdom with no sin and no stealing or killing. Read the scriptures for wisdom. Within the scriptures is written that the Messiah was risen so we can live in peace.
Yeah. Father, can I get one mic? Lord, can I get one mic? Yeah. All I need is one mic. Yeah. Just try to envision a vision of living life in the kingdom with no sin and no stealing or killing. Just try to envision a vision of living life in the kingdom with no sin and no stealing or killing. Lord,
Okay, let's get that scripture. It's Numbers chapter 32. I'll start from 6. It's a sin not to go to war. Okay, so when I say you men get up, that does not exclude you sisters, because like you see what Paul said, there is neither Jew or Gentile, man or woman in this. If there are women that have their heart set on affairs of war, then you gotta get your loin up too and do some work too. I don't hear all the foolishness, because there are Deborahs in our midst. Some of you need to get rebuked by sisters, and that's straight. But your fruits will show. If you need to be, there's some of you that just need to shut up. Most of you actually, because a man is the head of a woman, is the order. But there's certain women that need to come and ignite the men, just like Deborah did. You can see Deborah had the right spirit. She didn't want to go on. She didn't want to go and do it. She was just telling them. She was judging Israel at that time, pushing them forward because they were cowards. Pushing them forward. Just get that quickly before we hold on to Numbers, right? I'm not even gonna say that to you one more time. Learn to wield your sword. Okay, keep up. If you need to keep replaying this over and over and over again, then do that. Okay, but don't tell me, oh, you need to, slow down. No, you need to keep up. Some of you need some serious discipline, man. You need to, this book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth, but shall meditate on it day and night. That you should do all that's written in it. All that's written in it. Then you make your way prosperous. Seek first the kingdom of a higher. Okay? Like you see in the scriptures where it talks about, oh, they were saying, oh, is it time to build the kingdom of a higher yet? And let's not go to that yet. I mean, this is not, I don't want to go too much into things, because we just need to get what we need. Like ammunitions. If we need a grenade, we use a grenade. If we need rounds, we use rounds. If we need a rocket launcher, we use a rocket launcher, depending on the target. Okay, so if I'm going here and there, I can understand that we're not getting a specific target. Specific target right now is man. How to be a man. I'm not talking about a good man. I could care less of a good man. Can be wonderful and sweet and caring all you want. I'm talking about warriors. I'm talking about lions. That's who I'm looking for. Real soldiers, man. That prepare physically and spiritually, mentally, financially, that got their heart completely set on the kingdom. That's who a real man is. Not you puppet soldiers sitting on your ass, Facebooking all sorts of nonsense, bringing out stupid precepts, and then that's to you. That's why demons are floating all over you, because you ain't working. Right, let's get Judges quickly, because we need to get out of this fast. But I need this because our sisters also, I see a lot of soldiers out, lionesses, that just need, the right push, because a lot of brothers are putting them down and telling them they can't speak because they're women. Like they need to get some of this. Those men need to get correction from this women. Okay, but this is the one in, like, you see Deborah shows up the one judge in how many judges? The congregation, the flock of my pasture are men, according to the scriptures. Your duty as a woman is to not lead the men astray. You gotta be soft, you gotta be gentle. That's a woman's role. But because we're in war right now, there are women that their heart are set on war. Yes, Ahaya will use you in that. You can see Jael, the way she pegged the man's head to the floor, man. Warrior spirit. You see Deborah. Let's see what Deborah had to say. Actually, it's Deborah. Judges chapter 4. Should actually be called Deborah chapter 4, man. Because she earned this part. Her, give honor to whom honor is due. You see a virtuous woman, you've got to give her the honor, man. Right. Let's just go straight to the point. Verse 6, you can read the story for yourself. We're not going into the story. It's no bedtime tale thing. There's times when we break down, but you can see in Isaiah chapter 28, precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. If I start reading everything now, like I said, we got a target, we got to hit the target, bam, boom, we're out. Move to a next mission. Okay, God set your mind on things of war. Right. Deborah chapter... I'm going to call it Deborah chapter 4 verse 6. Judges chapter 4 verse 6. But I'm calling it Deborah chapter 4 verse 6. Right. And she sent and called Barak and the son of Abinoam out of Kadesh Naphtali, and said unto him, has not Ahijah the power of Israel commanded? So Ahijah is giving his word, he's giving his command, but this man was still fearful. So they weren't even hanging on the word of Ahijah, they were hanging on the fear that was in the air. Like, right, has not Ahijah commanded, saying, go and draw toward Mount Tabor, and take with thee 10,000 men of the children of Naphtali and of the children of Zebulun. And I will draw unto thee to the river of Kishon Sisera, the captain of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his multitude, and I will deliver him into thine hands. So Sisera was a done deal. But hear this now. So you see, this is what Deborah was telling Barak. Look, Ahijah's giving it to you guys already. Take 10,000 men, go do this work, man. This is exactly what I'm saying to you. I know you're going to have a lot of some sisters, some Deborahs amongst our midst, which are 1 in 10,000, going to go, hey, wake up, man. Go do this work, man. The kingdom is yours, man. Go get it. Right. And then verse 8. And Barak said unto her, if thou wouldst go with me. Fear, man. Okay, yeah, I heard what you said, Deborah. But I'll hold my hands. Let's go together. Weak, feminine. It feminized our men so much. We take counsel for women. Always under the skirt of a woman. Never taking authority, never taking responsibility. God, take responsibility. You're a priest over the house. You're a priest over your community. You're a priest over your nation. God, take responsibility. You got to be accountable. You're accountable to Ahijah. But if you're not going to be accountable to a higher, you're going to be accountable to a woman. That's how much folly our men are dealing with. But is it their fault? When you reach the Will Lynch syndrome, there's no fault finding here. It's just what it is. Where in war, whoever is got their heart set on things on war, a higher will use you. If you can't, he's gonna displace you. Right, let's carry on because we still need to get certain things out. And he says, and she said, I will surely go with thee, notwithstanding the journey that thou takest shall not be for thine honor. So you're not getting nothing out of this. When it comes to the time when he's going to reward people for the work that they've done, you're not getting nothing. Because, like, let's keep on reading. For a hire shall sell Caesarea into the hand of a woman. And he did. Jael pegged him to the floor, man. If you read later on. You can read that. Let's just read it because that was beautiful, man. And I'm going to read it. Verse 21. Deborah chapter 4 verse 21. Then Jael, Heber's wife, took a nail of the tent and took a hammer in her hand and went softly. So she seduced him, like made him feel like, comfortable, and put his arms down and everything. And this is the kind of things that this is what makes a woman even more powerful in this war, because now they got the angle where they can go into certain places that men can go into because we're threatening. Because as soon as they see a warrior like myself, they are backing off, man. But when they see that woman now that she get into their heart, prick their heart a little bit, and then bang, stab them with the word, man. Right. Softly unto him and smote the nail into his temple. Bam! And fastened it into the ground, for he was fast asleep and weary, so he died. If you look earlier, she got him, like, oh, he looked, so it was a woman, give me some water, man. And then he gave her milk, even better, got him comfortable, pet him to sleep, and then fastened him to the ground, man. That's what it's all about. Right. Now let's find out what it means to be a real man. Right, so seeing the women that are dealing, that doesn't mean a woman now becomes a man. You're still a woman, Like you see, she was ready to just let Barak do it. She was given directions as Ahijah had given her, because Ahijah entrusted her with that, because she was the only one that was able. If you look earlier, she was the only one that was able to judge Israel at that time. No one else could do it. Because the Spirit of the Most High is going searching the reins of the hearts. I'm never fooled about the outward. It's what's inside of you that's the main thing. Got a covetous spirit. I'm talking to someone out there that needs to hear that. Got a covetous spirit. That's why the Most High can't use you, man. Right. Let's go to Kings. 1 Kings. Come with me to 1 Kings chapter 2. Kings chapter 2 verse 1. Now a man's last word is very important. Okay, so if a man's about to die, he's not going to waste his words.
Which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our days, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thou the kingdom power and the glory.